Wagwan wiggity warblow people, we're going to show you how to get all 5 of the raid chests solo by glitching. You won't have to kill a single enemy. So we are going to get inside this raid on our own and get all the chests. You can do this with a Titan or a Hunter. I'm using a Hunter with Night Stalker. You want to set all your perks to give you the maximum agility. You need a lot of agility for this. So make sure your perks are all set. For max agility, you're also going to need Bones of Io. They give you 1 extra jump, and you're going to need a sword, any sword, and you're mainly going to need R1 with it, so you do your little sword dash. Now, I'm going to run through this fairly fast, so you're mainly just, for visual reference is what you really need. It looks easy, you won't be able to do this straight away. You bounce off of shit and you fuck it all up. So first off, you're going to do like a couple of simple jumps to there, and then jump inside there. You can sword slash to get in there if you need to. Now this, you need to sprint and then jump after you clear the ledge above you. And then you're going to land here. Then once again, you're going to sprint off, jump out, then jump back, then jump in, and like that. Now this bit's a pain. Once you get to your third jump here, just slash, jump, slash, and then you'll get wedged in. That was the hardest part for me, just to get caught in there. You literally, on your third jump, slash and jump. Now it does cut here, just a mistake with footage, but all I'm literally going to do is jump from where I am now to there. Okay, it's just a one simple jump, like just jump straight across. Then all you're going to do is look straight up, and you're going to jump straight up 3 times, and there'll be a little ledge that you can land on. Once on this ledge, you're just going to walk down to, well, you can see the big metal girder coming up. You're going to walk down to there, and again you're going to jump a couple of times, and then if you need to, you can sword swipe, and you're just going to basically jump up and over and around. And once you get around, you're going to sword jump up here. You should know how to do that. If not, you can check online for a tutorial. It's literally just sword swipe and then jump, sword swipe and then jump. You're going to do that all the way until you can get a grip so you can actually walk on it. I don't mean get a grip in life. I just mean get a grip on the floor with your fucking Nike fucking Air Max. This bit's a little bit of a pain. What you're going to do on this is you basically need to, there's an invisible barrier, so we're going to walk sideways off of the big dome, and you're going to start sliding when you get to a line. Then you fall down, and then there's another line underneath it. Once you get to that line, you need to jump, and then jump where I do, and then sword swipe if you need to. You'll see it now on the screen, so you can go sideways from here, and you can see that line there. Once you get to there, you'll fall down, you press jump about now, and then just jump, 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 and then sword swipe around the corner. Now, you're going to fall down here. That doesn't matter, just sword jump up until you can see that broken bit there. You're going to sword jump all the way up to there. Now, just now, to my right, there's a little ledge you can land on. Kind of fucked this up because I went a little bit too high. And I jumped away from it, but you'll see where you're meant to land on. You can do it in one go. I wasn't meant to fucking jump all the way over there, but I'm not really the greatest at all this jumping shit, but fucking Jumpy McJumperson. Anyway, when you do finally land on there, you're going to jump to where I'm aiming, but there is an invisible barrier, so we're going to have to jump sideways. So you're just going to jump to the right, and then jump and sword swipe, and jump and sword swipe your way over to where I get to. Once you're here, you're just going to jump straight up. Now I want you to remember this area, because when you come back for the other chests, you need to get to this point again, because you need to go to orbit. I'll explain it later. Once you come up here, you're going to keep going over, and you will get a turn back. You need to drop down and drop sideways before you die, and then you need to get in here and just crouch and let yourself die. Now, it did look like the video cut there, but it didn't. It just sort of glitches out and a bit glitches in, and that's it. Now, once you die here, it's going to actually spawn you back inside the actual raid. So now from this point you can just follow this air vent, and this will give you your first chest in the raid. So now you're inside the raid. Now from this point we're literally going to be able to get 2 chests. So you can get this chest here, and again, once you've got this chest, we're just going to come all the way back out that air vent that we just followed. So I cut it there, but that's where you spawn in. Follow where I do, and we'll get the second chest. Because what we're going to be able to do is get 2 chests in this go. Once you get the 2 chests, you're stuck in this area. So you have to go to orbit and start again, and you have to do that whole beginning section again. But then when you get to a certain point, you're going to go in a different direction. That's the area where I said to you, remember obviously how you got to there, how you get to here. It's just the beginning section, getting over that big eyeball thing. So obviously you can see where I'm going. This is where the second hidden chest is for this section. So you just follow exactly where I go. If you've done the raid and you've got these chests normally, I have, you'll know exactly where I'm going anyway. So this, this wouldn't be help to you. But again, if you're doing this, you may be doing it because you can't get a team. So you may not know where to go. So it's better I show it all to you. Right. So once you get that chest, you're gonna have to go back to orbit and you have to do the whole thing again. And like I say, you're going to get to this point where you was originally. Now, from here, usually you jump straight over and go forward. We're going to do it slightly different because there's a loading screen that you don't want to land in. So from this point, remember, just get there as you did at the beginning. Once you get to here, run over, but move to the left a little bit. You'll get the death thing where it's going to tell you to turn back, but you go this way and you've got to catch that loading screen and get Splicer's Den to pop up. If you don't, you've fucked it and you've loaded in the other section. Now just follow where I do. This is like, there's loads of places where you can jump on here, but there's also loads of places where you can't jump, where you'll just fall through the ground. You don't have to go the way that I go. The whole idea is that we're going to head all the way down there. It's a bit of a fucking trek. So what I do is I tend to just jump on all of the metal pipes anyway. Like I say, this whole floor below me, all this, that could be like one solid invisible wall or whatever. But I'm jumping on the poles just to make sure I don't obviously fucking, in case I do fall through the floor, because I wouldn't be fucking pleased with that. So you're just going to keep going the way I'm going. This is just a long trek, to be honest. This is we're going. We've just walked over a section that we was in earlier to get the other chest. Like, it's all a mess. Like, you shouldn't be able to do this, but I ain't got a raid team, so it kind of benefits me. I don't get fuck all from doing any of this. I get just a bunch of legendaries. You can get exotic drops out of those chests, so that's why it's definitely worth doing. Once you get to this point, you're just going to jump and sword swap across to here. Again, we're just going in the same sort of direction. We're just walking along the whole top of this. Now, you can drop down these bits. I have dropped down. There is invisible barriers that you can land on. I think I do actually drop down one. But some of it you can fall through, and if you fall through it, you might hit a loading screen which will fuck up your game because it will load you into an area. But if you just walk on all the platforms and walk on all the metal bits, you should be alright. If you fall through, then you fucked it and you have to do it again. And to be honest, I'd only recommend doing this if you can't get a raid team together, because it may look easy at the beginning, but it took me ages to do those not the first couple of jumps. I think that the fourth jump was a fucking pain, where you got to swap into the corner. So if you can easily get a raid team, there's no real reason to do this. Mainly for people that can't get a raid team, this will benefit you. Also, not sure how quickly this will be patched. There is an update dropping on Tuesday. Whether they can do what they need to do quick enough to get that up, in the update, I don't know. The problem is, they don't just do an update and that's it, like Sony. This is where you drop in, by the way. You drop in here, you die, and it will load you into the correct area so we can get the other chests. So now you're loading back into the raid. You're going to spawn in the raid. This is the Death Zamboni bit. You basically need to turn around here to go and get 2 chests. Now, the way I'm going now is literally where those chests are. All you need to do is just follow exactly where I go, and we're going to go grab the other 2 chests. So, as I say, there's an update on Tuesday. Now, it doesn't work like, oh, like, here's an update for the game, and they give it to Sony and say, there's an update, and Sony publish it. Updates have to go through, like, a verification process. So, this glitch is literally just dropped. I don't know whether they're going to be able to, in time, put something to patch this, because literally, it's like going gold on a game. Once they've made a game's finished and it goes gold, they print it onto CDs. Well, the same thing happens with an update. They may have given Sony this update literally last week, and Sony have just like passed it and said, yeah, it's fine to do the update, because they have to pass it through Sony when they do an update, just in case it messes with anything on the console or anything like that. That is an actual thing. So I don't know if this is going to get patched on Tuesday. If it is, then do it as quickly as you can. You do it with a Titan, I've heard. I found it was easier with a Hunter, and apparently someone's done it with a Warlock, but there's no proof on that. It'd be quite difficult. You definitely need the bones of AO. I can't see doing it with Warlock. Those fuckers can't jump for shit. Anyway, so you're just going to continue where I am. Now, where I'm going now, this is just all standard raid stuff. This is just in the raid now. We're not fucking around. We're just getting the normal chests that you can get in the raid. So if you have done the raid, you'll know where these chests are. If you haven't done the raid, I've put the whole video in there so you can see where I'm going. So I'm not cutting to the sections for you. So all you've got to do is basically follow exactly what I follow on the screen. You maybe might want to do that because I've been waffling on for 10 minutes now and I'm babbling some shit. Like, I ain't stopped fucking talking. I talk a lot and I swear a lot. I do apologise for that. Don't take no offence to it. It's just the way I speak. I'm from South East London. It's just the way we talk. We don't mean nothing by it. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, you know. Yeah, shout out to fucking commenter, fucking someone written in the comments that I was rude. Respect to them. Anyway, so you're going to run back out here to the Zamboni. Well, the Death Zamboni. This motherfucker's not even here because you've confused the fucking game with the loading screens. It don't know what's going on. Usually there's a big fucking massive robot or thing that chases you all the way down this fucking wall, but you've glitched it out. It's not there. Right, so you're going to run along this entire thing. This is a very, very long wall. I'm not going to keep you that long because you're probably bored already with 11 minutes and 11 seconds into the video. You're going to run all the way to the end and you're going to drop down here. This is just, again, normal raid stuff. You're not you're not glitching out the map or nothing. You're just doing the normal raid now. With no fucking enemies. There's no enemies anywhere. Right, going to come up to this bit now, and this is going to be the final chest. This is going to be the 5th chest. It's just a simple jumping puzzle, this one. Again, just follow where I do. I just jump on a couple of rocks, and that's pretty much it. This one's easy to get to. And that's it. You can get 5 chests in the raid solo without killing a single enemy. And that's pretty much it. I hope you liked the video. This is one of my more serious videos. I do tend to fucking waffle on some shit and go a bit crazy on my videos. This is more of a chilled one because I'm sure people want to use this glitch and like that. They want some fucking nutter kicking off about, I don't know, fucking incest or something. I don't know why I said incest. Maybe that's not a good thing, you know. Crazy, like, to bring up incest. And look at that shit. Do you know what that is over there? That's that big ball at the start of the fucking raid. That's that big ball that we was jumping over. Bungie, you need to fix your shit. This game is so broken, man. Like, I just got all 5 chests from the raid. I didn't get one exotic out of it. I just got nothing but legendaries, but whatever. And just so you know, you can go further in. You can go for a wander. It's really nice in here. There's some great views and scenery. This is the server room, for instance. And you come out to some shit. Now that looks some shit. Look at that. That looks banging. That's like, yeah, that looks good. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'll be putting up some more videos, random stuff. I hope you liked it. Anyway, yeah, peace out.